Alright, it's Friday the 14th of June and we're back with some mods. So first up is Modern House. This is by Leo, 10.77 megabyte of the download, and you're going to find it in the construction menu, and as you can imagine, under buildings and farmhouses. So we'll scroll along to find it. They are 150 grand to place down, and that's quite an expensive sleep trigger, I must admit. I mean, you can't go inside. You've got sleep trigger at the front. I mean, it does look great. Does look, I mean, modern house, yes, it does look like a modern house. I mean, you've got your hose pipe on the side, got a little bit of a decked area around the back where you can get changed. Out in the open, taking your trousers off out in the open, but okay. I mean, to be fair, at least they're leaving their shoes off at the door. You know, some people wear shoes in the house, some people don't. Obviously, it's entirely up to you. But in this house, they're obviously leaving them at the back door. Yeah, fair enough. But next up is Flags of German Federal States. This is by The Law, 5.6 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them in the construction menu and on the decorations and others. So we'll scroll along to find them. So there you are. There's your first one, the actual flag of Germany. Now, they all cost 500 each. So if you're going for the national flag, there you are. Great, no problem. If you're going for a more regional version, we've got a few different ones. So we have got, here we go. Baden-Württemberg, yeah, we'll go with that. Bavaria, Berlin, Brandenburg, Bremen, Hamburg, Hessen, Mecklenburg-Western Pomerania. We got Lower Saxony, Northern Rhine and Westphalia. We've got Rhineland and Palatinate. Palatinate. Well, we'll go with that. That was close enough. Saarland flag, Flag of Saxony, Flag of Saxony Anhalt. There's like 3 Saxony ones there, but okay. Schleswig-Holstein. Didn't we have a map? Or was there a modder called Schleswig-Holstein? I've seen that name before, I must admit. Thuringia. That's better. Thuringia. And that's your last one on the end. So obviously, you know, if you're on a European map, that sort of thing, or if you're from Germany yourself, from one of these areas, and you fancy repping up where you come from, yeah, place one of these down, no problem. Right, next up is Metal Shed. This is by 750 Ti Modding, 7.69 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu, and as you can imagine, under buildings and sheds. So scroll along to find it. There you are, 15 grand to place down, and to be fair, it says Metal Shed, but I'd say it's metal and brick. That being said, though, that brickwork looks ace. I mean, and you got the metal parts. Bit of rust on the go. The detail on that, the texture work, that's awesome. Is that a light switch there? Oh, it is there. There you are. Turn the lights on. That is, well, I mean, I know it's only a small shed. But that being said, though, I mean, like, even around the back, put me light on. That looks awesome. I like that brickwork texture. Oh, very nice. Right, next up is Grain Storage Hall. This is by Agra Modding, 24.97 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and silos. So we'll scroll along to find it. There you are, 476 grand to place down. Wow, that's an expensive silo. 660,000 litre capacity. So we'll come over here like that. Actually, turn my light off. That's better. Open up that gate. There we are. So behind door number 1 is your loading in point just there. A bit of pipe work. Obviously, it goes in there, goes up the pipe work, into there, into wherever it's going. That's all right. We go in this office? Oh, we can. A little bit of an office on the go as well. There you are. Fair enough indeed. So we'll come out of there. We'll turn left. Get the office door from the outside. Oh, we can. Oh, that's all right. Then we'll come over here, open up that door. Can we open up that gate from inside? Oh, you've got to go inside. Okay. We'll open up that door. All right. Oh, what about... It's all behind closed doors. Can you... Now, if we close that gate... Oh, I see what it is. It would jump up like that. That's where it's all going to be stored. Right. Got you now. So let's see if we can get a bit of a better look. Can we jump up here? I'm stuck. Up there. Ah, there we are. No. Still. Ah, that's better. Right, so if we jump up like... Oh, here we go. There we are. I mean, it's all segregated inside. So you've got your different crops on the go. Oh, that's ace. So you dump it all in the corner there. It then goes up to the chute, comes across the top like that, then gets deposited out of whichever one you want. And then obviously it goes into the grid at the bottom. And then when you want to take it out, comes out of these pipes here. Well, these pipes, that pipe, mind you, there's only one pipe. That's ace. I like that. I mean, nicely decorated as well with the woodwork. Very nice. Well, next up is Artisan Salad Production. This is by Raw Coastal Modding, 5.73 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it in the construction menu and onto productions and factories. So we'll scroll along to find it. There you are, 45 grand to place down. And obviously, once you've made the new things that comes with this, you're going to need to sell them. And it's a nondescript sell point, I'll give it that, but a sell point it is. So obviously, you know, if you've got another building hanging around, just place it next to it, sort of like, you know, immersiveness, fill your boots sort of thing. Yeah, that's a sell point. Now, here's our new products. We've got some new things. So we've obviously got your pallet spawn point just there. You got your loading in point just there. Now, if we come around here, we've got our production chain menu. So we're going to that. You can make frozen vegetables, honey roasted parsnips. They're nice. Oh, I do like a honey roasted parsnip. Salad, artisan salad, premium artisan salad, and egg salad box. Now, obviously, you're going to need a few different things. So carrots, parsnips, honey, lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, eggs, bread, red beet, and olive oil all go into this facility, with different varieties going into each one. Obviously, starting off frozen veg is carrots and parsnips. Honey roasted parsnips is obviously honey and parsnips, as the name would suggest. Then it gets a little bit more interesting with the salad. So lettuce, tomato, cheese, egg, and bread. Artisan salad is lettuce, tomato, carrots, red beet, eggs, bread, and then olive oil. Premium artisan salad. We're using a bit of everything in it. So we've got lettuce, tomato, egg, cheese, carrot, red beet, bread and olive oil, and then to finish it off at the end, egg salad box, we need the lettuce, tomato, egg, cheese, carrots, bread and olive oil. Right, okay, so now you've got all that stuff in, you then get these pallets here. Something I thought was interesting actually. Obviously these two spawned first, and then those two spawned on top. They're different pallets. And we've got artisan salad there, we've got their normal salad, egg salad. What's this one? Premium artisan salad. Then you got honey parsnips and frozen vegetables. So they're all different pallets, but they spawned on top of each other. I mean, they are too heavy. Saying 760 kilo. I mean, I have got the liftable pallets mod on. Yeah, that's obviously not working. But obviously, they come out in these boxes. Now, that being said, let's see how much they're actually going to be making for these. Because obviously, some of those do need quite a lot of stuff in. I mean, the honey parsnips, which is probably my favourite out of all of them, you know, you only need honey and parsnips, which is great. But the others, yeah, you're going to need a few more things. So let's be having a look. Let's find, where are we? Come on, there we are. Right, so here we are. So honey roasted parsnips, 1,700. Now, to be fair, that's not bad. I mean, you know, you've got to put honey and parsnips in. Frozen veg, 1,700 again. Artisan salad, 1,800 for all the different stuff you've got to make. That's that doesn't seem a lot for the effort that you got to go through, I must admit. All the different ingredients that you need to put in just to get 1,800 for what's it, 1,000 litres? Maybe this is not the money spinner that people may think it is, but then to be fair, it's salad. I mean, I know we're coming up to the summer months in the UK anyway, and it is sort of salad time, so maybe you want to go down that route, but maybe there's things that are more money spinners for you. But, you know, different products makes the game go by better. Fair enough. Right, next up is Big Bag Tank. This is by Paisao, 17.62 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find him in the construction menu under containers. Something a little different, these are. Oh, I must admit, I do like these. Right, so first off, we got this one. Seed Storage Tank 1, 40,000 litres. You can then have a smaller version, 30,000 litres. So, what is it, like, the big one's 4 bags wide, small one's 3 bags wide. Right, fair enough. You then got the fertiliser storage tank, 40,000 litres, and then a 30,000 litre version. We then got fertiliser again, a different style fertiliser, mind you. Let's have a look. Zoom right in. Oh yeah, different, what's that? Let's have a look. What's that say? Helm Pro. Oh, so we've got a helm, and then we've got the Corn Cali. Right, okay, no problem. So obviously we've got those on the go there. So we go back into that app. So we've got this one. So 40,000 litre capacity, or we've got a 30,000 litre capacity. We then come on to a lime storage. Well, it says lime storage tank. They're bags. But to be fair, you fill them up like a silo. You then got 80,000 and 60,000 litre capacity. We then come on to some actual storage tanks, which is going to be herbicide, 28,000 litres, and then we've got a liquid fertiliser, 28,000 on the end. Now, obviously, these are buy-inable silos. Now, obviously, you know, seeds in the seed one, and fertiliser in the fertiliser one, and lime and herbicide and liquid fertiliser. Obviously, they all go into their individual ones, but you just come up to them like that, hit the spanner icon, fill them up, and then obviously you fill up your vehicles. Yeah, I like that. I mean, it gives the look that you've got a stash of whatever, stash of seeds, stash of fertilizer, but it's not actually taking up your slot count. So for an aesthetic look, they're great. Right, next up is Farm Pack Tertiary. This is by Farmer 5 Tom, 67.92 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under animals and cows. So obviously we've got two different versions of this. So first off, we got this one, the Tertiary. Now this is a house and a cow barn all in one, 240 grand. So obviously we come over here like that. We've got our workshop trigger just in there. We've got these doors that open up like that, even though the other door's open, but right, fair enough. But obviously pull your vehicle into the office, hit the spanner icon, and away you go. I mean, you've got a little bit of storage there, so you open up that door, depending on storage on the go. You then got your slurry taking out point for your cows. Then come over here, you got your animal dialogue box. That's going to hold 45 cows. Then we'll come and open these gates like that. We'll open that one. And then to open the top gates, just come to the corner there, like that. Open the upper gate, so it opens up that one. And then the same again, that side opens up that one. And you come in. Now, these are static cows. I haven't put them in, so you're not going to get any cow animation on the go. Obviously, your feed and your straw goes in there, no problem. And then you come through here, open up that door. Got a little bit of a, I'm going to say, storage area. Because if we close that door, I mean, you could put some stuff here. I mean, there's no sort of doorway there. You just go through there. But if you come up here like that, we'll open up this door. And you may want to bear this in mind when you're placing it down. Because it's sculpted the land quite a lot. Obviously, it's got a ramp going up. And then you obviously got a bit of a hayloft on the go. That sort of thing. So you could chuck some stuff down there and then chuck it into the cows. There doesn't seem to be any hayloft hatch opening for your cows to go straight in there. But okay, fair enough. Then you come up here and you can actually go into your house. So you come through here like that. Obviously, you've got a few different things up here. A little bit of a... Can we go? Oh, I can't go up there. Interesting. Can't go up into my loft. So you come in here and we've got this icon here. But this is supposed to be your wardrobe trigger. But I don't actually get any option to change my clothes, which is strange. But all right, we'll come down here, and then we have got our sleep trigger, which is great, no problem. Got a little bit of a kitchen on the go. Obviously, you got your Arga there, keeping the whole house warm. A bit of a sit-down area, not a problem. Obviously, you come out there like that, and you're out into the main yard. Obviously, you got doors knocking around. We got this one. We go into there like that. Bit of storage onto there. Then you can go into these doors where you got your cows hanging out, no problem. Now, what if you're thinking, well, I like the house, but I don't want the cow barn. Or, I like the cow barn, but don't like the house. Well, there is some options. You can have either or. It's not just one big thing. You can go for whichever ones you want. So we come over here like that. If we come into the construction menu and go into farmhouses, go there like that, all the way along to the end. There we are. So we got this, the Tertiary farmhouse. So we'll put it down like that. We'll go that way, like that. There we are. And then obviously you can come up and go into your animals and under your cows, and you've got that. the Tirschner cow stable. You can place him down anywhere you want, no problem. Obviously, keeping in mind that that is going to put a big one of those out. Now, there is something interesting with these. So if you come up to the house, right, you go in there like that. We'll go upstairs through this door. Does that give me that? I'm still getting the sleep trigger, but no wardrobe icon, mind you. But okay, fair enough. You come to here. This is where the magic happens. Obviously, on the all-in-one building, you could go into the other barn and do whatever you like. But you come here. Actually, I want to check that. Can I get up there on this building? No, it still can't get upstairs. If you come here, switch building condition. B. It's going to drop the wall down. Oh, that's ace. And if we come over to the cow barn, it's going to do the same thing. So if we go up the ramp, that'll be the easiest way to get inside. And then it's going to do the same thing. So you can open up the sides of both buildings and then just put them together. So you go like that, switch building configuration, drops the side down, and then away you go, puts the ramp in. Now, if you look on the construction menu now, obviously it's cut the roof away on that bit there, and it's cut the roof away on that bit there, because they match up. So what you need to do with that is if you come over to the house one like that, we'll put it there. We go to the cows, we get that cow barn, and we'll spin it around like that, run it that way, there we are. So you want to get it just so the wooded bit of the roof, which is now exposed, disappears. So once you get that sort of like that, little touch to the left, bit like that, place it down. There you are. Now we're good to go. So if we come back over to the house, and we're going, obviously you've got to open it up again. Same trigger options as the all-in-one building. Come in there like that. Open up that. Open up that one. And we're back into our house. Ah, fair enough. I mean, you could close it up if you wanted to. There we are. So that's going to put it all together like that. You know, you're in your house and you think, oh, those cows are making a bit too much noise. We'll close it up, or, you know, we'll open it up. That is ace. I like that. I mean, what we've got here? Bucket knocking them out, mind you. Alright, just a random bucket, but I like that. You know, you could change it. You go for one, go for the other. That's ace. Right, next up is very old timber frame barn. This is by Model Leica. 19.17 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and sheds. So we'll scroll along to find it. There you are, 45 grand to place down. And obviously, it's a very old timber frame building. It does have that Tudor and Stuart look to it. Yeah, if you ever go into like a really old town, that's what the sort of buildings are decorated like. So obviously we come over here like that. We open up that little side door. Open up. Why can't we open up the big door actually? Interesting. And close it. Have we got to open it from the inside? Ah, there we are. Oh, I like that. Close that back up. It's got a little latch there. A little block that holds it in place. That's ace. Obviously, once you've got that done, and then you're in. I mean, it's not big inside, let's face it. I mean, but old school barns wouldn't have been that big, but they wouldn't have had big old tractors and stuff like that they'd need to store stuff on, mind you. It's like these here would be like little, like horse stables, that sort of thing. That's ace. I mean, to be fair, you only have the downstairs, mind you. This looks like it should be a door that opens. But it doesn't. There's nothing there. I mean, the upstairs is non-accessible, but as a little old school role play sort of thing, this will fit in nicely. That is ace. Sort of like medieval farming. Why not? Well, next up is L-shaped cowshed with barn. This is by Arku, 22.48 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in the construction menu and under animals and cows. So there it is, 100 grand to place down. It's going to hold 15 cows. So we'll come over here like that. Obviously, it's L-shaped cowshed with barn. There we are. We do want to open the gate. That's better. I mean, the barn looks a little dishevelled, to be fair. You know, old, sort of, you know, weathered, that sort of look to it. I mean, it's like even here, it's like a panel's been put through. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I mean, some people might not. They think, oh no, people can come in and have a look, see what I've got. But you know, you go do what you want to do. Obviously, we can open up the gates like that, no problem. And you come around here, open up that door like that. Inside there is going to be your feeding point. Then we'll come around here like that, open up that door. There we are, a little bit slow to be getting on with, mind you. Open up this one as well. There's plenty of space to be getting on with. We'll come around here like that, open up that door. When you're ready, there we are. Obviously that goes through, so it's a little bit of a, I'd say a shed. Well, that being said, well, you got a loading in point there. You got your taking out point of your slurry there. We'll open up that door. Another loading in point there. Oh, what's behind these doors here? Let's have a look. Let's open them up. A little bit of a workshop-ish. Okay. Animal dialogue box at the front. Milk taken out point just there. I'm just... Well, one of these, I'd imagine this is going to be for your straw. And then obviously you got the one in here that's going to be for your animal, for your feed. That looks like sort of milking parlour-ish thing. I'm going to open up that door. Oh, look at that. In we go. Ah, that's all right, that is. Right, next up is Deco Trees and Deco Plants. This is by Der Hauprofi. 5.89 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them in the construction menu and under decorations and others. So here we are for the first one. We've got a few different things. Now, they're all called random stuff. So we've got trees. We've got tree big. We've got tree big again. We then got olive tree. Campfire. We then got town plant. Potted plant 2. Street flower. So in the concrete blocks. Then got street flower 2. We've got cypress. Cypress 2. Willow. Deco tree 3. Deco tree 4. We then come to hanging flower pots. Now this is the reason why I've placed this shed here. Because obviously they need to go on a wall. You go and place them down normally, like out in the open. Yeah, they don't go anywhere. They sort of like disappear. They do need to be against a wall for them to work. There we are. So place that one right there. That's better. And it's on. I like them. I mean, hanging flower pots. They look ace. I mean, to be fair, they are hanging in the middle of nowhere, mind you, but maybe you want to hang them from like a roof sort of thing, but okay. They do look good. I mean, it's like these, like cypress trees. They look great. Right, next up is Apple Tree. This is by Omatana, 14.3 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find this little setup. I mean, it is a nice little setup, I must admit. First off, in the construction menu, and we're going to be going on to sell points, because we'll go for that one first. So go into there like that. Come on, menu, there we are. So on to sell points, we've got this. Yeah, some mods do come with like a nondescript sort of thing. Yeah, this hasn't. This has got its own little market store, which I think is ace. So where are we? We'll scroll along to find it. There you are, but it's not going to be just our market store for our new product. We do other stuff. Ah, that's all right. And then obviously we've got our facility just here, which is going to be under factories. So we'll scroll along to find this one. There you are, 10 grand to place down, and that's going to be making a new product. And obviously you're going to need apples. So grapes and apples go into there. And to make your apples, you're going to need these. So if we come up here and under greenhouses, rather than orchards, which is... okay, we got that one there. So we've got £1,000 for a single tree, and then it's going to be £4,000 for, well, it says a group of trees. There's 5 trees in there. And obviously the 5-tree one will produce it a lot quicker. So first off, obviously these all act as production chains. So you come in there like that. You got your animal dialogue box. Your production chain dialogue box. That's better. So you got your water. It's going to go in, and obviously it's going to give you 64 apples out. You can then add some seed and manure, and then obviously manure. You can seed and manure, and seed and fertilizer. Well, to be fair, it's using less water, but you're still getting the same amount out. All right, fair enough. Then obviously you come down to the big one. It's going to be the same sort of recipe, no problem. But that is going to be 48 cycles a month. That's 120. So obviously that's like nearly 3 times the amount. But it's got 5 trees. Surely it should be 5 times the amount, or is that just me? mean, they work both the same. Obviously, you chuck your water in, you chuck your seeds, your manure, fertiliser, whatever you're using, into that bit. And then obviously this one is over there for these 5. And you've got your pallet spawn points. Going to bring out a load of apples. Can we pick them up? No, too heavy. Right, fair enough. And obviously, once you've made your apples, you then bring them over to your little chalet. Is that coming? Oh, we can go inside. Oh, look at that. Little apple processing plant. And you got some grapes there as well. You got some apple juice on the go. Oh, I like that. That is all right. That is all right indeed. So obviously, you chuck your stuff in over here. Chuck all your apples in, your grapes in, whatever. Or you can set these to distribute and it will send it straight there, no problem. And obviously, it's going to produce your apple juice. It'll also do raisins and grape juice. But obviously, they're standard things in the game. So we're not really bothered about that at the minute. Apple juice, raisins, grape juice. So apples go in 5 to 4. And then obviously raisins. And then your grape juice as well. And obviously it produces these. Can we lift these up? No? Alright, fair enough. And then obviously it gets sold off there. That being said, let's see how much the apple juice is being sold for. Well, there you are, 4,624 at the market stall. But to be fair, it's sell it at the everything container as well. I mean, you're going to get like 1,300 less. So, yeah, go for it at the market stall. But I like that. Grow your own apples. Get your own little orchard on the go. Make some juice. Why not? Right, next up is the concrete weight. This is by Castan18, 1.33 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, underweight. So 700 kilo, 200 to buy. You then got the option of design, yes or no. So you can have it plain concrete, or you can have it as a dice. Or to be fair, a single dice is actually a die. So you could have it as a die on the front of your tractor. All right, fair enough. You then got your main colour. You pick any one of those. So if you wanted to go for like a standard concrete block, just go for the grey, take the design off. If you want to go for something a little more whimsical, yeah, go for that. Have a die on the front of your tractor. Right, next up is the 4-stack 812 Extra. This is by Benzin, 3.25 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under bale loaders. Now, this is one of those ones that sort of picks the bales up, stacks them into 4. Yeah, 4 bales at a time, and obviously it makes it easier for you to collect them when you're coming around with your trailer. That's if you're not using an auto load. To be fair, if you're doing it manually, this is going to be one for you. So 4 bales at a time. It's going to do 180 to 240 centimetre square bales. Going to cost you 37 grand. You then got your main colour. I'm going to turn that red. We then got the design colour. We'll go over blue. Does the wheels. Yeah, I mean, it's something a little different. I mean, we have got things like this in the game before. Obviously, this is, according to the website anyway, faster loading animation, bigger loading trigger. 4 bales at once. Why not? Right, next up is the Brantner TA23065. This is by Samu, Alpen Modding, Leon, and Ez Agra. 3.37 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under trailers. Now, 22,000 litres is its capacity to start with, 33 grand to buy. You then got the option of extension, which puts it up to 33,600, and then back to standard. So you've got your 2 different versions there. You then got Trelleborg, Michelin, or Trelleborg. Now there is standard 2, some white, or some chunky whites on there. That's all right. You then got your main colour. It's obviously going to be your main colour. Your rim colour is obviously going to be your rim colour. Fair enough. Now, I've always said it's got the name Power Tube Plus. That's because when you add the plus on the end, it makes it 20 times better. But that being said, that's an all right trailer. Right, next up is Bucket. This is by Bialy, 4.51 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under miscellaneous. Now, it's got a 300 litre capacity, 20 to buy. The option is to change your main colour to any one of those. Now, obviously, 300 litres is not a lot, but if you was going down the whole roleplay scenario, where you sort of like get up in the morning, you go collect some eggs, you go feed your chickens, that sort of thing. Yeah, feed them from a bucket. Why not? And I'm just wondering, because obviously you can come and pick it up. Can you fill it up directly from the old 82 Studio multi-fruit buying station? Doesn't look like you can. So you may... No, you can't. No. It looks like you're going to have to unload into it. Interesting indeed. But that being said, you want to go down that whole route. You know, you come up to your chicken pen, you go, oh, there you are, Chucks. There you are, have a bit of food. Fair enough. Right, next up is the Rodney H21D Steep Slope Pack. This is by HR Force and Fargzoid Bow. 27.27 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under forestry equipment. So first off, we've got the H21D Steep Slope. 305 horsepower engine, 12 mile an hour top speed. And it's going to be able to chop 80 centimetre trunks, which is all right. 470 grand to buy. You then got the engine set up. So you've got the 305 to start with. 385 or back to 305. You've got the two engines on that one. Then you've got loads of different options on the tyres. You've got some Ollis 4s if you wanted to. You've got different versions. You've got tracks if you want. Yeah, go for it. Design, new, old. I think I prefer the new one, to be fair. All right, fair enough. Additional function. Now, this is important because this is going to come back later. Cabin rotation, 90-degree left and right. Bogey lift or rotation and bogey lift or nothing. So go for those. Adds a little bit more of a maneuverability when you're out and about. Back window colour. So we've got black. I mean, it's gold. I mean, it just blanks it out with it, doesn't it? All right, fair enough. Road equipment. So it's going to put some lights on the front there for you. So if you're going down the road, got some mirrors as well. You then got exhaust guard. So it's around the back like that. There we are. Yes or no. We then got hood protection. So yes or no. Puts that bit on the front there. We then come down to rear cage. We got that yes or no. Obviously, if you're doing some forestry equipment, well, forestry work, and you want to protect your equipment, obviously any logs falling down, don't want it to dent your metalwork. Back version. Now this is very important. Now it comes with the open trunk, so you'll be able to open that up and, you know, immersiveness, fix your vehicle in the field, that sort of thing. But if you want to use the other bit that comes with this pack, you're going to need that, the traction winch coupling. So just bear that in mind. You want to fix your vehicle, open trunk, fine. Traction winch coupling, that's what you're going to need to add the next part. You then got obviously different colours. So if you've got the Ollis 4s, that's the colour for that. Nice chrome ones, why not? Main colour is obviously going to be your main colour. You got that colour there, we'll do with that. Does the head. You then got your claw colour, we'll go with red. Does the claw bits. You then got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be your rims. And then that's your options. Now, the bit that goes on the back, the traction coupling, is going to be this. The T16 traction winch, 2-ton weight, 16-ton pulling capacity, 14,999 to buy. The option is obviously going to match it up with your main vehicle. Now, obviously we've got the few options we talked about with it right here. So first off, it's obviously going down the road like that in the driving capacity, whatever. Go that, LB&B, transport position, activate. So now it's going to go into your cutting mode. So obviously it's going to unfold that. And it's going to put the head out, ready for you to get chopping the wood down. No problem. Now there is a option there. If you do LB and up on the D-pad, bogey lift. Oh, fair enough. Lift it up on its wheels. I'm not quite sure what it does, mind you. I mean, if you're going on a steep slope, yeah, obviously, you know, you're going to get better traction on it. Then obviously, because we've got that traction bracket on the back, we can't open up the rear cover, but you can attach it to this. It won't attach without it, so just bear that in mind. So when you hook it up like that, attach, no problem. So obviously, if you're on the side of a mountain, for instance, and you got your bogies lifted to the whatever they need to go to, and your, you know, jobs are good and you're chopping away, you're thinking, hold on, we're slipping down here, we're slipping down. Just pull this out, wrap it around the tree, you got a bit more traction on the go. Oh, fair enough. Now it does say that you can't detach from the tree in cab, you'll have to do it by hand, but still, hook it up to a tree that holds you on the side of the mountain, jobs are good. And also, we come back into here and we go RB even, and the left stick in, you change where you're looking. You can have it to the left, you can have it to the right, we'll switch it back round like that, or we can go the other way, entirely up to you. Then obviously you can move about. Do what you like. Where's my options? There we are. So we got, that's better. There we are. You can move around like that. Although to be fair, where's the cab moving around as well? It's a bit random, but that being said though, that is ace. I mean, especially with that winch on the back. That's awesome. Right, next up is the Lizard Spider 36420. This is by Pzermec 23433. 14.79 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under Windrowers. Now, this has got the, well, as a 360, it's got 35 horsepower engine requirement, which is all right. That's nice and low. 3.6 meter working whip, so small farming shenanigans. You know, big fields are going to take you forever with this, but you potentially could still do them if you want to do it. £9,000 to buy. You then got the option of stickers, 1, 2, 3, and back to 1. Warning triangle, 1, 2, well, it changes the position. Attach a colour, black or green. You then got colours of protective barriers, black or white. And you got your tarpaulin, grey or yellow. That's an alright little windrow, that is. And that doesn't finish there with this pack, because obviously we've got the 420 as well. And it's going to cost you £11,000. It's going to require 55 horsepower from your tractor, 4.2 metre working whip. So it's a little bit better than the previous one, but I still think it's going to be small farming shenanigans on the go. Same options as before with your colours, but they do look good. Right, next up is Coupling of Toothed Harrows. This is by Armour Hale, 3.23 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Cultivators. Now, this requires 80 horsepower from your tractor, 5.5 metre working whip, 7 mile an hour working speed, £14,000. There is no options other than changing the colour, which is going to do your main frame. And that does give you sort of like a, what's it, self-made look. That sort of thing. It's got the hanging bits that just drag into the ground. You know, simple cultivation. Very nice. Right, next up is the Lizard FP300. This is by Pauli Paul and Vertex Design. 6.93 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under rollers. 70 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 3 metre working whip, 7 mile an hour working speed, £10,500. You then got the option of warning signs, yes or no, weight plates, 270 kilo, or nothing. So if you want to give it a bit more rollerage compaction, put that on the top. Well, that being said, that looks ace. I mean, that does look mean. Looks like saw blades on it. That's really going to get into your grass. Right, next up is the Sky X50 EcoNove. This is by Niku Picks, 10.84 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find this under fertilizer spreaders. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Sky Agriculture, is this the first thing from them in the game? I think it is. 2,400 litre capacity, 24 metre working width, 12 mile an hour working speed, 21,500 to buy. Although we have got an optional extra there. Well, can we get rid of that? No, we can't. So it's 21,800. Right, okay, fair enough. Configuration. So we've got the 2,400 litre capacity, 3,200, 4,000, or back to 2,400. Go for the 4,000. Why not? Why not indeed? Protection kit. Yes or no? Going to put it on the front. All right, so it's just some blanking plates to be fair. You then got support systems, so symbol support, or support with casters. Obviously, if you wanted to move it around, in the real life that is, if you want to place it down in your shed, in your garage, or whatever, and you think, oh no, it's in the way, you just roll it out of the way with that, rather than hooking it back up to your tractor. Then you got cover, yes or no. That looks all right. So then you got your working width, so 24 metre, 32 metre, 40 metre. I mean, 4,000 litre capacity, 40 metres, that's going to empty pretty quick, but still, that looks all right. And next up is the New Holland TX32 corn cutter. This is by the Design Farmer, 3.39 megabyte on the download. And as you can imagine, you're going to find it under harvester headers. 27 grand to buy. It's going to give you a 4.5 metre working whip, 6 mile an hour working speed. Now, to be fair, whilst it's New Holland, obviously you'd put it on the front of a New Holland harvester, they all match up. So if you go for something a little different, why not? Have a yellow one on the front. I mean, you could put John Deere onto this if you really wanted to, mind you. I mean, you might offend a few people, but you can. Oh, fair enough. Right, next up is the JD HD50F with integrated cutter bar wagon. That's a long name. This is by Mod Meeker, 11.47 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under harvester headers. 15.2 metre working width, which is going to be great with an integrated carriage on it, because obviously, you know, you're going to need to take it somewhere down the road. 6 mile an hour working speed, 105.5 grand to buy. Then you've got the option of company John Deere, Case IH, Class, Fendt, Massey Ferguson, New Holland, or back to John Deere. Now, obviously, if you are going with a different brand, you're going to want to change it up a little. Although, pink chrome. Pink chrome, why not? So that does that bit. And obviously, the side covers. Oh, let's go with purple chrome as well. Does the side covers. Grain extensions, we'll go with blue, so they stand out. Does those little bits on the end. And then rim color, obviously, is going to be your rims of the carriage underneath. 15.2 metre, that's all right, though. I mean, obviously, you're going to have a big harvester to hook it onto, but that looks all right. Right, next up is the C&H Flex Draper Series. This is by Casarius, 25.49 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under harvester headers. Now, we start off with a 36-foot Flex Draper, 10.4 metre working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 35.5 grand to buy. The starting brand is going to be Lizard. You can then have a Case IH 2062, 2062 again, so that's different stickers on the side, New Holland 84C, or back to Lizard. So it's going to be Lizard, Case, or New Holland. Fair enough. Now you're thinking, 10.4, it's a bit big for my liking. Well, what about this one? We got this, the 30 foot. So 9.1 metre working width, 28.5 grand, so a little bit cheaper. Again, Lizard, Case, and then New Holland. They're all right. They are. I mean, obviously, match it up if you got one of those vehicles. Very nice. Right, next up is the electric motorcycle. This is by Sloitches Modding, 6.41 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under cars. Now, this has got a 54 horsepower engine, battery pack. We'll go with that. 54 horsepower, 55 mile an hour top speed. To be fair, our electric stuff normally goes well quick. 3,500 to buy with 450 optional extra, which is going to be your rim colour. So we can get rid of that. What if we go for standard red? There you are. Gets rid of that. So 3,560 to buy. You then got the option of front mud guards, yes or no. Design is going to be put flag on. So America, Brazil. What's that one? Germany? Is it? Yeah, black that side. Germany. We then got a digital camo, a different digital camo, another one. Back to standard. So you want to fly your flag, well, if you're from America, Brazil, or Germany, you go for it. Then you got a combination of numbers. Now the top one is, as we're looking at it now, the right hand side number. So obviously you go for that like that. And then the second one is going to be the left hand side. So you go for whichever one you want on there like that. Main colour is going to be, we'll go with purple, does the seat unit. You then got your front mud guard, we'll go with, well, let's go with pink, why not? Does your frame, and then obviously your rim colour does your rims. Now, obviously with an electric vehicle, it shouldn't really put out any emissions, so we're going to give it a jump whilst we're being green to the planet. Now it says 49. Alright, I thought it said, what was that, 55 kilometres? Probably about right then. So we're going to jump it over the track. So we're maxed out 47, to be fair. I'm 2 mile an hour shy, which is not good. Right, here we go, over the jump. There we are. Rather uneventful, to be fair. I mean, that's alright. It's a little, woo. Fair enough. Now, there is this thing, right, if you do LB and RB up and down, it's supposed to give a little pop. I don't know if it's supposed to do a little wheelie. It's not really working for me, mind you, but I like it. An electric bike. Right, next up is the John Deere 9R South America series. This is by GNFS, 21.56 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under large tractors. Now, it's got 462 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed. And it says 1.6 ton of towing capability. Yeah, it's got a winch on the front there. All right, fair. That doesn't look like a winch, mind you, but all right, okay. 246 grand to buy. You then got the engine set up, so 462 is standard, 517, 572, 627, 670, 805, and then back to 462. Obviously, 805 all the way. I mean, 182 grand for that engine upgrade, but 805 horsepower, why not? Lizard, Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Rice Wheels 1, rice wheels 2, then back to lizard. Obviously, there's going to be some doubles on the go. There's going to be some good things in the go here, though, isn't there? I mean, there's twins all around there, no problem. Then you got your model, BR standard, US standard, EU standard, or back to your BR. So obviously, your indicator stalks, your warning signs, that sort of thing. Windows clear, dark, or clear. Front weight 300 kilo, 800 kilo, 1300, 1800, or back to standard. Cabin flags, Brazil, Rio Grande do Sul, Santa Catarina, Paraná, United States, Germany, France, Argentina, or nothing. No UK flag. All right, fair enough. Reversing beacons, yes or no? Well, reversing beep even, reversing beacons. You then got design configurations. You've got chrome tip, it's going to be on your exhaust. Rotating beacon, chrome tip and rotating beacon, or nothing. Antennas, cab antenna and PX radio, or nothing. You've got additional lights, design 1. Oh, I put a light bar on the bonnet. Interesting. Number 2. Number 3, or to be fair, I'll put it on just above the windscreen. Number 3 puts it on the roof. Number 4 on the bonnet. And then obviously going to be a combination of 3, isn't it? All the way up to number 7. Numbers go all the way from 1 up to number 9. Hitch configuration, so we'll spin it around the back. So you've got standard, no rear hydraulic, or standard. Why would you go with no rear hydraulic? That's just going to hamper your farming shenanigans. Hood flags, so we've got nothing. Brazil, Rio Grande do Sul. It's going to be the same as the flags that you could have on the roof, to be fair. Although, I like them. Sort of like distressed look, a little bit of a tear to it. Fair enough. I mean, obviously, it's not a UK one there, mind you, but, you go for whichever one you want. Main colour, green or black. Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. 9R Black Edition. That looks awesome. All right, next up is the Man TGX Silo Pack. This is by caster Stephen alias W7K DS Agri Service. 32.63 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it on the trucks. Now, this is, as the name suggests, Silo Pack, but I'm going to call it a mobile Silo Pack because, let's face it, that's what it is. 500 horsepower engine on the actual truck part of it, 51 mile an hour top speed, 25,000 litre capacity. I'd say silo. I would say mini silo. I mean, obviously normal silos hold a lot more than that, but all right, fair enough. 280 grand to buy. You then got the engine output, so 500, 640, or 500. Wheel brands, Continental, Lizard, or Continental. You got some standard 2s in there. Beacon lights, halogen, LED, or nothing. Then you got additional lighting, so you've got none. Additional lights on the front, or none. So you put some in the grills and sort of dotted around just under the door mirrors as well. That's all right. Back bar, mounted with LED, or nothing. That's ace. Oh, I like that. Man logo. So we've got mounted, brand logo blue. So obviously this is when you turn your lights on. So you've got standard like it is. You can then have it backlit with blue, green, red, white, pink, or just the standard logo. So if you wanted to down the road, as you're driving down the road and you think, oh no, I want to put some lights on. Why not? Light up your Man logo. Then you've got additional storage box that's going to be on the back there, just like that for you. You then got additional bull bar on the front, mounted with lights, or nothing. Then you've got additional tank, which can be around this side. It does actually put the fuel capacity up. 490 litres standard. Well, that can go up to 980. You then got your main colour is going to be your colour of your cab. So we'll go over red. Then got your colour bull bar and high bar, which we don't actually have on. So we'll put that on. There we are. So bull bar. There we are. We'll change that to purple. Just those bits. Then you got your colour colour silo even. We'll do it green. Does that bit. Colour front is going to be your plastic surround by your Man sign. And then obviously your rim colour is going to be your rims. Yeah, I'm not quite sure that goes, mind you. But obviously, it doesn't just stop at 25,000 litre capacity because we've got 2 trailers to go on the back. Now, these are both the same in the capacity. They both hold 20,000 litres. One costs 43.5 grand, one costs 49.5 grand. And the difference between the two is one's a swivel axle and one's a fixed axle on the front. Now, I don't like swivel axles. I think they're really hard to reverse. So I'm going to go for this one. The MT2 Silo, 20,000 litre capacity, 43.5 grand. Same options on the tyres as the main truck. And then obviously the same colour options match it up to your main vehicle. Rim colour is obviously going to do your rims. That don't really go. I mean, it's sort of like a metallic blue on the rims, mind you, but still, that's all right. I mean, like the grain silo on the back of a lorry. Why not? Right, next up is the Livestock Transporter Man 19403. This is by Black Sheep Modding, 16.3 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Animal Transport. And this is ace. One for your role-playing scenarios. Definitely. 403 horsepower engine, 51 mile an hour top speed, 90 grand. You then got the Wilbrands Lizard, Trelleborg, Nokian, Michelin, or back to Lizard. Then we've got the options. Visible animal selection, 18 cows, 40 pigs, 30 sheep, or 290 chickens. Now, it doesn't say whether that's you can only do those. You know, if you picked one, you can't do the rest. That's just saying visible. All right, fair enough. Stickers, she got model 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing. Then you got strobes, orange, white, daylights, or nothing. Roof details, type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back to nothing. Bull bar, model A, model B, or nothing. Then you got your main colour. It's obviously going to be your main colour. Design colour is going to do the actual sticker down the side if you decided to leave one on. There we are. And then we got your design colour again. It's going to do the back frame, and then design colour again is going to do the inserts, and then the rim is obviously going to do your rims. Now, what I mean about this being a whole immersiveness side to it, right? If we turn it on, now we'll turn it off. If we turn it on, that'll be a bit better. You come up to it, come up to wherever, you know, you bought some animals, or you're going to collect some animals. Do L, B, and A. Unfold it. This is A, so unfolds that bit. Those fold up, and then the gates open. That's brilliant. So you just pull up to the animal dealer. Obviously, you know, you sort of shovel your animals in, that sort of thing. And then you just close it back up. Away you go to your animal pen. That's ace. Now, if we go and press Y, so we've got it onto lower flap, we'll do L, B, and right stick up and down. Put the lower flaps down. Press it again so it's on upper flaps. L, B in, right stick up and down. Opens it up. Gives them a bit of breathing space as you're transporting them. Ah, that's a great lorry. Right, next up is the Lizard U411. This is by Sloitches Modding, 15.75 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under trucks. This is ace. Old school, sort of definitely army feel to it. Truck. Oh, fair enough. 30 horsepower engine, 32 mile an hour top speed. It's got a 1350 litre capacity if you have this back on it. It also says 1.6 ton on the weight. Well, on the winch. All right, 14 grand to buy. You can then change the capacity on the back to 4200. You can have it as a flatbed if you wanted to. Open for rear hitch. Yeah, we'll come back to that in a minute. Open for side covers, or back to your 1300. So we'll leave it open like that. Then you've got Wilbrands, BKT, Michelin, Nokian, Mitas, Trelleborg, Vredestein, back to BKT. There's a couple of different versions on the go in there. You go for whichever one you want. Couplings, winch on the front. Yeah, that's where the 1.6 ton comes from. You can have a winch on it. You can have a rear hitch if you wanted to. You can have a winch and a hitch. You can have a rear hitch too, which doesn't really... Oh, puts a hitch on the front as well. Wow, that's ace. Or you go back to standard. I'd probably go... I suppose if you're not doing logging, which is what the winch is there for, go with 2 hitches, one on the front, one on the back. Why not? Cabin, so we've got original, cab support, roof setup, or original. Then we come down to beacons. So we've got standard, blue beacon, or nothing. Main colour is obviously going to do your main colour. Now go with like a model green. That looks like army style every day of the week. Every day. Cabin is going to be your roof. You then got bodywood, which is going to be the bits on the back. So we'll go over red. Changes those bits. Then you've got your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. That's ace. Oh, I do like that. Right, the last mod for the day is the Forage E512. This is by Duisvolt, 58.23 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under harvesters. So it's got 102 horsepower engine, 13 mile an hour top speed, 2,300 litre capacity, which is a little bit small, but obviously this is for ones doing the old school sort of role play. Yeah, you didn't have massive capacities back in the day. 26.5 grand. So whilst it's got small capacity, it's got a small price tag, which is all right. Then you've got designs, you've got railings, roof, old, new, or back to railings. Design, yes or no, puts that chute on the back like that. Design again, new or old, puts that, looks like a bit of a, it's either a breather box or a turbo. I'm going to say it's turbo just to make it sound better. Design again, so you got yes or no, which puts the warning signs on the front. Attaches, short or long. What's the point? Where's it? Oh, it's on the back. It's the trailer hitch. Right, fair enough. You then got your main colour, which is obviously going to be one of those. Does those bits. Design colour. We didn't really have a second design colour, did we? Or is that going to be the roof? Oh, we'll put the roof back on. There you are. So we'll go for design colour again. Oh, yeah, it's that stripe at the top. Right, fair enough. And then obviously rim colour is going to be your rims. Now, obviously, it's low horsepower. It's old school. Now, it does come with some few things. So first up, we got this. The E556, 4.2 metre working width, 5 mile an hour working speed, 6.5 grand. Design, crop dividers, rapeseed module, or nothing. Design again, yes or no. Puts the covers on the end. Obviously, you got your main colour match up with the main vehicle, and then obviously your design colour is going to be your actual, well, the turning bit, whatever that's called on the front. And we've also got this, the E566, so 5.7 metre working width on this one. Same options before, 7.5 grand to buy. Obviously, to cart those around, you're going to need some header trailers. So first off, we've got the 4 metre header trailer, 1,500 to buy. Obviously, you got your main colour and then your rim colour. Then with that, you got the 6 metre cutter trailer. Again, same options on the colours, 1,800 to buy. And then to finish it off, we've got this, the 4-row cutter for doing your corn and your sunflower. 3.1 metre working width, 4 mile an hour working speed, 5.5 grand to buy. There you are, that's better. I mean, it comes in an orange, but the rest of the pack's blue. But all right, fair enough. I mean, you want to go old school harvesters. This could be one for you. Very nice. We've also got a new map, so we've got Maeslingen by Torben, 169.24 megabyte on the download, and it says located in the northeast part of Westphalia. So we've got a few updates as well. So we've got Ballyspring by Irish Connor, Glengaboy and Aya Agri-Modding. Now that doesn't need a new save, so that's all right. Got the Italian Rice 22 by TDA Team, and that doesn't mention a new save on that one. We've got Black Mountain Montana by Poor Boy and Hoot, and that does need a new save. We've got Deadwood by Poor Boy and Bruce's Gaming, and that does need a new save as well. Got the Sulky X50 Econov by Niku Pix. Got the JCB Telly Truck by Ross and Mods. The Lizard Rumbler Van by DD Mod Passion. The Vehicle Auto Load Package by Shabba VSR Modding Sir. The Unia Cross Owl Drive by JMZ and Scout E39. Got Buckets Pack by Puzzcap. Got Large Potato Haul by Black Tiger. Mid-German Farm Pack by Farmer 5 Tom. Timber Houses by Farmer 5 Tom. Anywhere Object Storage by OTG Gaming. And Plastic Chair by Sir Sim.